our English class. Today we are going to continue studying about articles and also about general versus articles. When you use an article, what article should you choose? And so forth. We'll try to keep working on that. Even when you know the rule, it will still take practice. That's okay. That is part of learning a new language, is difficulty and often being wrong. So many times we get it wrong when we're studying a new language, but that's okay. We have to continue studying to learn. Okay, so we're going to, like I said, continue studying about articles. Articles are the, a with its counterpart and the also has the, two pronunciations, one word. The, a, and. Somebody asked the other day, where do we use a, where do we use a? That's only a choice of accent, which one you want to use. That's okay, either one, a or a. Now, the important thing is there's a rule. A goes with consonants and goes with your vowel sound on your next word. So we'd say a cup. Now we'd say an apple. Now the reason is because, see, this here is what determines. This is a consonant and this is a vowel. Now you see, use an apple, a cup. Pretty simple, really, but the thing is that rule is not real important. Now, why is it not real important? Because that does not make any difference in the meaning. However, maybe we could say it is important. However, the meaning is no different. A and, it has the same meaning. The same thing with the and the. Okay? So for articles, again, we have the, a, and, which the is only one article, okay? A is only one article with the counterpart and, okay? And this, that. You have some other ones that are, I don't believe they're called articles. They will take the place of an article. For instance, some or many. Things like that can function as, and that's taking the place of an article. We'll try to discuss those at another time also. There are other things which is going to take the place of an article, such as possessive. When you use possessive, you will not use an article, but we'll try to practice that also. Okay, let's get into this with articles and comparing here. Let's talk about, I have a fan here. This is a fan. Let's make a general statement, okay? A general statement about fans, okay? So let's do this. Let's do fans. Now notice plural here. Fans are. Now notice again, here's your verb. Here's your subject. Now the verb here is are, not is, because the subject is plural. Exceptions to the rule are when the subject is plural or singular. In other words, it looks singular but is plural. Then you will use is. Otherwise, plural always uses are. And there may be one other exception. For instance, one thing. Like if you say this, one plus one. I always say is or equals. You can say equals, you can say is 2. There is some people who say 1 plus 1 are 2. So in my opinion, this is only opinion. Myself, I say 1 plus 1 is 2. The reason why is this is only one number. However, some people say it's 2, therefore it uses are. That's a matter of opinion. Okay, that's the only exceptions to those rules that I know of. So fans are used, let's say this. Now, here you go again. This is the verb. This becomes a part of the verb too. So actually you have what is called a compound verb. Compound, it's two things coming together. Compound verb. That is your verb. The reason is because this is like passive voice. Otherwise, describing the subject. Fans are used to, let's say this, cool us. Okay, now guess what kind of word this is. Now, usually cool is an adjective. Kata sifat. But here, this is not a kata sifat or adjective. This is a verb again, because used to cool us. This interesting sentence structure here, used to cool us, because cool can be an adjective, and a lot of adjectives can also be a verb or be used as a verb. Adjective, verb. And there's some words can be a noun, verb, or an adjective without changing form. That's why we are studying about articles, so we can know. And so how do you use it as how do you use it as a noun, verb, and adjective? It depends on your sentence structure. That is very important. And also articles is going to determine whether it's a noun or not. Okay? So fans are used to cool us. And this is going to be your object here in this sentence. Now, however, this sentence may be, if you don't understand all, it is okay, because this is a describing sentence, talking about the fans and going in passive voice, but okay. So that's our sentence. We're using it in general, making a general statement about fans. Fans are used to cool us. Now, look here, because in general fans is used, must be plural form, and it may not use an article. Can not use an article. Okay? Now, that's our sentence with a general, using fans as general. And it's making a statement about it. Later we will show other general uses of words. It's more important than just that. Okay? Fans are used to cool us. Let's say this. Let's use another article. This fan is black. Okay? This fan is black. Okay? Now I'm using an article. It's not general anymore. It says specific. Very specific. This fan. Here's your subject. You can say this is the subject. You can say this is the subject and article. They work together and make a subject. Here's your verb. Must have a verb, even though this is a verb to be. Okay? Is black. And this is an adjective. So, kipasangan ini hitam atau berwarna hitam, because if you want to use a verb in Indonesian, yeah. But in English, this is an important thing too. I'm talking about this fan. I'm using is black. This already means has black color, and don't try not to say that. You say this fan is black. That's how you say it. Okay. Now this fan, you could make it possessive. Okay. Hope my time. Let's see what time we get here. Okay. You could say like this. If you want to use a different sentence structure, this is the simplest. Say it like this. This fan is black. I say, what color is this fan? Make another complete sentence. This fan is black. Okay? If I want to do, make it another different structure, you could say the. Now, pay attention here. The must use the article the. Must. The color of this article again, fan, is black. Now the color. Now the color of this fan is black. I'm using of. Of must be used here. That is going to be a bit hard for Indonesians, because in Indonesian there is no word of. There is no word of. There is no the. Now there's itu, but it's not always the. So, and there's no is in Indonesian. There's not. Adalah is not always is. Some cases, yes. But here it's very different. This goes before your adjectives. In Indonesian, you may not use adalah hitam. Nggak boleh ya. You can't say that. But in English, you must use a verb before your adjectives. This is an adjective. And that's why you must use that. And this is the verb to be. It has to go before. Unless you're making a phrase, a noun phrase. We will study that at another time. Don't be confused with that. Otherwise, when you're making a statement, you must use your verb to be before your adjectives. Okay? The color of this fan is black. Now I said the color of. Now keep that in mind. That's a way to make that phrase. Okay? You could say like this. You could say this fan's possessive. Don't think that is plural. This is possessive. This fan's color is black. Now, still using is black, and using now if I want to use color, but you must use possessive. If you don't say the color of this fan, you say this fan's color is black. That's possessive. Now that's another way. If you want to get rid of the, there's no reason to get rid of it. However, in this case, just show any other structures. Okay. Now, let's work on this some more. This fan is black. Let's do something else, and this comes along those lines. When you're going to say, when you're telling something about the fan, you can say this fan. But if you're telling something about it, you must use the. Must use the. The color, because you said the color of this fan is white. You must use the for that. Must. You can't say this color of this fan is black. You cannot. It's a big, that's no, you cannot. It's wrong. Okay, now let's do this. We'll be describing this fan again. Let's say this. The blades. Let's say the blades. You know what the blades are? The blades are the, another word you could say, the propeller. The part that spins in there, that's called the blades. The blades. You can't say this blades. You could say this blade if you were talking about just a blade. But when you're talking about something, it did already say this fan. When we describe parts of it, we have to use the for that. Okay? The blades of this fan is the blades. Sorry, the blades are because we have subject, which is plural. So the blades of this fan are, let's say, in a round shape. Okay, now don't be confused about in a round shape. 1 minute left. Oh man. Well, this thing's counting. Oh yeah, boy, sure enough. Okay, our time is going to run right out. The blades of this fan are in a round shape. Okay. Now here I use the. Now that's important. We can discuss that in class because we're going to run out of time. But now, other things is we can also make fan. Now, articles, I've been saying articles are important because it distinguishes verbs from nouns. Because you can say this, fan, oops, not even, fan me. Now, this can be, a piece of paper can be a fan. Usually they're kind of folded like that. I am fanning myself, okay? So that is fan. Fanning, this is a command, and that's this fan. But you don't have, not only in command sentences can fan be used, okay? So don't forget about that, and we'll keep working on it. I'll think of some homework for us to do also. Okay, see you in class.